Hey ladies, it's Sherry Powers here. Sherry Trenopole Powers, as you know me on Facebook. I'm really privileged to be able to share from a little bit of my limited experience and knowledge with you ladies, and I'm really thankful to be able to be a part of this awesome team. And I know we all have some wisdom and knowledge to share. Most of my wisdom and knowledge comes from a lot of just trial and error, and also uh, you know asking advice and seeing what other people are doing and not doing. So anyway, but I'll start at the beginning. I'll just introduce myself. My family. I am a wife and mommy. My husband and I have been married for 3.5 years. And get the glare off. We love baseball, so we had this picture taken with our wonderful photographer on a baseball field. And my husband loves the Red Sox, and I love the Reds, but it's okay because they're not in the same division. Um, so yeah, that's us. And this was taken back in September, so that picture of my daughter is a little outdated. We are kind of a wacky family, as you can see. This other picture of my daughter, this is more recent. Oop, there's the glare. All right. Yeah, so we like to have a little fun. That's Grandma in the background. That's my mom. But anyway, she is one of the biggest blessings of my life. My husband is the first blessing, and my daughter is the second. So yeah, that's just my personal life. Let's see. I love to bake. I love to sing. I am involved in our church. I love Jesus. And recently we have kind of undertaken an event, a task to get to know some of the high school kids in our church. So we had them over Friday night, and there was 11 of them, and our house isn't that big, so it was cozy. But anyway, that's just a little bit of where we like to minister and our interests. And my husband is also in grad school, so a lot of his free time is taken with that. So yeah, Jamberry really works well in our lives for a lot of reasons, but which I'll get into. But anyway, yeah, other than those things I mentioned, and my daughter, of course, Jamberry is the next biggest thing in my life. I love it. I'll tell you my Jamberry story. My daughter was about 5 or 6 months. I started in April of last year, so I'm coming up on my Jamiversary. And before I signed up, I had done Mary Kay, and I loved the products. They were amazing, but I could never really get out of my circle of friends and family in the selling process. So it never really worked for me. So I learned about Jamberry because I was invited by Katie to a Facebook party through a mutual friend, and just, I don't know, right away I was struck by the opportunity because the Facebook party thing was new, and I was a stay-at-home mom looking for a little extra. I'm very driven and task oriented, and I love to just do, and I just thought of this as a great way to make a little extra income and just see how it goes. And I could use the Mary Kay money that I did have to jumpstart this business. So I just dove in April 1st and didn't know a ton about the product. Honestly, I think I'd only tried it once. I tried the sample, or maybe I did try a whole set. But anyway, I didn't become an expert. Well, I'm not really technically an expert now, but just from experience, I have a lot more knowledge that I've gained through the months than I did when I started. So you don't have to be some kind of amazing, you don't have to know a ton to get started. So anyway, it got started, and I met my triple fast start in May, and I was just blown away because if you'd known me in Mary Kay, I would have never done anything like that. I was always kind of in the back, like I was happy to just like make the newsletter maybe. and that was for dumb things. But anyway, so I was totally stoked, and I was like, oh man, hun. I told my husband, this could be huge, and so excited. So, with a lot of things I've done wrong and trial and error and asking around, I have some advice that might be helpful. And I know a lot of you probably have the same thing, but anyway, this is just a little from my experience. So I think I have 4 points here. First one, oh man, 5 minutes already. Okay, so the first one is to let it go. Like, be okay with the no. Okay with the no. Say that with me. Okay with the no. All right. I need some people backing me up here. But you could also sing the song if you want, Let it go, let it go. Okay, I'll stop. But you all know the song. In the beginning, I think I was totally, in Mary Kay, I know, I would just get really caught up in this person isn't going to like me anymore because I asked them for a party. Now they think I'm a dummy or a weirdo, or I don't know. They just think I'm direct sale weirdo, over here. But I just had to be comfortable with, okay, they're not going to stop being friends with me because I asked them to do a party. Like, they can always say no, and that's their prerogative, and that's okay, and sometimes ladies will say no in the beginning, and then they'll decide later that they, now the time you first asked wasn't maybe the right time. So anyway, point being, just be okay with a no. I'm sensitive, so I think that's my problem, but and I still have issues with it, but just move on and be okay with it. Anyway, ground that to a pulp. Second one, get into a routine and work hard. People aren't going to come knocking at your door to buy jams if you just every once in a while post on your, Facebook page. Like, it's not going to happen, but there are things that you can do that'll get them knocking at your door. Just be out there, build relationships. I'll show you a couple things that have worked for me. So this little black book, that's not that kind of black book, but it is a calendar I got for free from our financial advisor. And what I do is I fill in the 222. After 2 days after they order, you maybe send them the application video and make sure they don't have any questions. 2 weeks after they order, you make sure that they got their order. And then 2 months after they order, you check in, see if maybe they're interested in a party, or if they want to reorder or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I use this for. And then the other thing that I use is this notebook. You can see I have the name of the party, the hostess at the top of the page, and then the other people on the page are the ladies who have RSVP'd either yes or no. And then I just write, have they requested a sample? Have they messaged me with a question? Have they ordered yet? Have I messaged them? Have I contacted them? I don't want to bother them too many times and lose track. So yeah, that's my system for parties, and it's worked really well. And actually, these things are kind of new. The notebook I started in November because I learned about it from conference, and then the black book I just got my button gear and started this in January. So trying to do better with follow-ups. They're always hard for me to stay consistent with, but get into a routine, ask questions, and reach out. That's what everybody's here for. If I'm your jam mama, I would love to help you, or even if I'm not your jam mama, Katie's here, Lindsay, that's what these ladies are here for, to help you. Set a schedule that works for your family. I will say too, I take Sundays off just because I need the emotional, the spiritual break, and it's not like a completely hard and fast rule, but I just need that downtime, and I also take a physical rest. I take a nap on Sunday because, yeah, I need my rest. But figure out what works for you and your family, and stick with it. Just, I think one of the things that Katie had mentioned to me was that she knows when she can't work. Not when you can necessarily work, but my husband is actually gonna walk in the door here, so ignore the noise. But I wasn't expecting him so soon. But anyway, third point: don't compare. Don't compare yourself to the girl next door. You're on your own journey. Even if others are promoting before you, try to be happy and excited, and for them. You don't know what's coming down the line for you, and the timing of it all, and how God will bless you in your journey. So just, stay focused and just single-minded with your journey. Last point is, and I think that this has been like jammed into our heads. Huh? Jam, get it? I made a joke. But customer service is crucial. It's key. Those relationships that you build, girls are going to forget your name if you've never asked them, how's your kid doing? Or how's your grandma doing that was in the hospital? I don't know. They're just going to go on to the next Jamboree consultant. And it's not even necessarily like those personal things. It's just, hey, how are you doing with your Jam application? Do you need help? I would be happy to send you a free sample to try if you're having trouble, just to practice with, one of them. Like it's what the cost of a stamp to send a sample, and for a happy customer, that's worth it. So build relationships. Remember what's going on in ladies' lives, and stick to it. And my husband is sorry. He's almost coming in that door that you see there, but might come in this one. Anyway, be generous with your product when you're able to. One idea that I had was to do like 5 manis a month. Like one time I met with a girl from high school that I don't know if you can get in or not. There we go. Hi. I met with a girl from high school, and I just put a whole set of jams on her. She'd never tried them before, and it was really great to be able to get to know her a little better and to do that for her. And she placed an order after that. So, just stuff like that. Just be generous with your product when you can. So anyway, this is getting really long, but shout out to Katie and our team. You guys are awesome. Katie's awesome. She puts a lot of time and effort into this page. So let me know if you ever have any questions. I'd be happy to be able to try to help. I'm not, I don't know everything, but so thanks for listening to this really long video. And do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Love you. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.